Hello friends, how are you? Today let us talk about food and the diseases that may be caused if it is not taken in the correct form and amount. Let us join the conversation between a teacher and one of her students.
Hello ma'am, I am here to talk about food like we discussed earlier. My mom insists that I eat this and that and I just don't feel it's necessary. She does not let me eat too much of pizzas and burgers or chips. She also keeps saying something about nutrients. What are they?
Your mother is right. To remain healthy and strong, we should eat the right kind of food. This food should contain all the materials needed by our body for proper growth. The materials needed by the body for healthy growth are called nutrients. However, all food items do not contain all the nutrients in the right proportions. Different food items may be rich in one or the other kind of nutrients. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals are the essential nutrients in our food. In addition to above nutrients, our food should also contain water and roughage, that is fiber.
Mom also says something about balanced diet. What is a balanced diet?
A diet which contains all the nutrients needed by the body in the right proportions is called a balanced diet. Thus, a balanced diet should contain right proportions of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water and roughage.
Different foods are classified into groups depending on the prominent nutrients present in them. Come, let me show you a chart to explain this better.
Food, age group 7 to 9 years, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Age group 10 to 12 years, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. In grams. Cereals 250, 250, 325, 325. Pulses, dals 70, 60, 60, 60. Green leafy vegetables 75, 75, 100, 100. Other vegetables, roots and tubers 50, 50, 50, 50. Fruits 50. Milk 250, 200, 250. Fats and oils 30, 30, 35, 35. Meat, fish and eggs 30. Sugar and jaggery 50, 50.
Now compare what your mother makes you eat and what you want to eat with this chart and see which fares better. Let us rejoin the conversation where we left it.
No wonder mom is after me. Now I will also try not to eat too much of my kind of food. But do tell me, why are these nutrients classified into these groups?
Nutrients perform certain functions in the body and they are classified as per the function they perform. Different foods are classified into different groups based on the nutrients that are prominently found in them.
Do tell me a little more about each of the nutrients in detail.
Let us start with carbohydrates. They are the major source of energy. They provide energy to the body to do work and to play. They also act as constituents of cell membranes. Wheat, rice, sugar, cereals, potatoes, sweet fruits, etc. are the main sources of carbohydrates. Milk also contains sugar called lactose. The next group is proteins. Proteins help in bodybuilding and growth. They also repair damaged tissues. The main sources of proteins are pulses, milk, cheese, eggs, fish, meat, soya beans, and nuts. Milk protein is the best for children. Fats are the next group. They too provide energy to the body. They provide almost double energy than proteins and carbohydrates of the same quantity. Fats can be stored in the body for further use. We obtain fats from foods like butter, ghee, cheese, milk, egg yolk, meat, nuts, groundnuts, cooking oil, etc. Vitamins protect our body from diseases and keep us healthy and strong. There are many kinds of vitamins. These can be obtained from fresh fruits and vegetables. Minerals help in growth and development of the body. They build bones and teeth. Iron helps to make blood red. Fresh fruits and vegetables are good sources of minerals and vitamins. Water and roughage are also important in our diet. We cannot live without water. Water regulates the body temperature. It is very important in functioning of our body system. Roughage in some vegetables and fruits helps the body in digestion. The main sources of roughage are salad, vegetables and fruits. Thus, to keep ourselves fit and healthy, we should eat all types of food.
Eating healthy and nutritious food is good for us, but when we do not eat the right kind of food for a long time, then we develop a shortfall of these nutrients in our body. This is known as deficiency and it leads to diseases. Let us see what the teacher has to say about this.
What will happen if we do not eat a balanced diet? What if we do not consume a certain nutrient over a long period of time?
If we do not eat all kinds of food, our body may become deficient of one or more nutrients. This may cause some diseases. The diseases which are caused by the lack of nutrients in our body are called deficiency diseases. Let us discuss some deficiency diseases. Protein and carbohydrate deficiency disease. This disease is generally found in small children between the ages of 6 months to 3 years. This occurs because of deficiency of proteins and carbohydrates in the diet. The main signs and symptoms of a child suffering from protein carbohydrate deficiency disease are that the child does not grow properly and is thinner than other healthy children of the same age. The skin of the child cracks and becomes scaly. The child looks dull and lazy. The child is not very active and gets tired easily. The child has very thin and light hair. Sometimes the child may have sign of swelling all over the body. He may have swelling on hands and feet. His face and belly are also swollen.
How do children get this disease?
The child gets this disease when it doesn't get sufficient mother's milk and the mother does not give sufficient food containing proteins and carbohydrates. To prevent this disease, the child should be given mother's milk for at least 6 to 8 months. When the child is 4 months old, he should also be given additional food. A variety of soft-boiled food items such as dalia, mashed vegetables, fruits should be given to the child.
I have seen a number of such children in the slums nearby. Are any other diseases also caused due to food deficiencies?
Vitamin and mineral deficiencies also cause diseases. Now let me tell you about vitamin A deficiency. Some children do not see the objects clearly in the dim light or in the dark. They may suffer from the disease called night blindness. Night blindness is not total blindness. This disease is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A in our food. If this disease is not treated in time, the child may become completely blind.
What are the symptoms of this disease?
The main signs or symptoms of this disease are that the child finds it difficult to see in dim light and in the dark. The child has dry and dull eyes and dry and scaly skin. The child also has white triangular patches on the white portion of the eye.
What should be done in such a case?
If the child have above symptoms, he should be taken to a doctor. He must be given drops of vitamin A. To prevent this disease, we should eat plenty of green leafy vegetables, papaya, carrot, milk, yellow pumpkin and cod liver, etc. The deficiency of vitamin B causes a disease called beriberi. The symptoms of this disease are loss of weight and appetite, retarded growth, headache and weakness. To prevent this disease, we should eat food items rich in vitamin B such as meat, liver, brown bread, groundnuts, pineapple, peas, rajma, etc. The deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. The symptoms of this disease are bleeding of the gums and swelling of joints. To prevent this disease, we should eat food rich in vitamin C. Vitamin C is present in citrus fruits, amlas, lemons, grapes, green leafy vegetables, etc. The deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets. The child suffering from rickets have soft bones. The bones become deformed and fracture easily. The disease can be cured by taking food rich in vitamin D such as milk, eggs, cheese, fish, etc. Sunlight is a natural source of this vitamin. Calcium and phosphorus make our bones and teeth hard and strong. Milk and milk products are main sources of calcium.
Are any deficiency diseases caused due to mineral deficiencies too?
The deficiency of iron in our body causes anemia. It is the most common deficiency disease in our country. The child suffering from anemia has pale and tired look. He has colorless lips and pale flat nails. It can be cured by taking food rich in iron such as apple, banana, spinach, brinjal, pulses, meat, liver and jaggery. Deficiency of iodine in the body causes goiter. This causes swelling of a gland in neck region. Goiter can be prevented by using iodized salt in food. Seafood is also rich in iodine.
Are deficiency diseases caused only due to faulty intake of food?
There may be other reasons for deficiency diseases too. These diseases may also be caused by repeated infections, worms in stomach, and frequent loose motions. That's diarrhea. So we must wash our hands before using any food item and drinking water. We should not follow faulty ways of cooking.
Our cooking methods affect the nutritional value of food. This in turn affects our health. We should also remember to cook and keep the food in good hygienic conditions.
What are faulty cooking methods?
Small things we don't really pay much attention to during preparing and cooking food. Cooking rice in excess water and throwing away the rice water is one such thing. A lot of carbohydrates are thrown away with water. Washing vegetables after peeling and cutting is another. This washes away many vitamins and minerals. Overcooking the food is also one. It destroys the vitamins and other minerals.
Then what can we do to prevent this?
We must adopt good food practices.
What are good food practices?
Use sprouted grains as breakfast snack. Eat mixed flour roti made of mixed flour, maize flour and gram and soya bean. Eat mixed vegetables, khichdi and mixed cereals. Take fermented foods such as idli, dhokla, etc. These are easily digested. For making curry, Use the water left after boiling the vegetables. Do not overcook the food. And drink plenty of water.
Yes, it is. Now remember, we must take a balanced diet to live a healthy life. A balanced diet consists of the right amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water and roughage as per the person's age. These are found in different foods in varying amounts. Depending on the prominence of nutrients present in the food, they are classified into different groups. If foods are not taken in sufficient quantities, it leads to deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases may be caused due to improper intake of carbohydrates and proteins. Deficiency of vitamin A causes night blindness. Deficiency of vitamin B leads to beriberi. The deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. Rickets is caused due to deficiency of vitamin D. Iron deficiency causes anemia and goiter is caused due to iodine deficiency. Deficiency diseases may also be caused due to repeated infections, worms or diarrhea. To avoid deficiency diseases, one must avoid faulty cooking methods and adopt healthy food habits. I hope you will remember to eat healthy. Till we meet again, happy learning. See you soon. Bye-bye.